Bex.
Yeah, man.
So
it
do you
sounds
guys-
technical.
Do you guys like the thing where I just record randomly? Is that cool to you guys? Is this cool to anybody?
Because that's what you're doing right now.
It's
Did I
fine.
give it away?
A
Yeah,
little
that
bit.
is what I'm doing right now. I am recording you
Okay.
without your permission.
Maybe we should talk.
What do you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, you should probably
The
put your
we- the
headphones
weather.
on too.
You should slurp. Yeah, you should slurp. Your
it
sister
says
would.
Sebastian using something that is susceptible to record or to diffuser, so like distribute
Oh, on
this call.
Skype.
So
Yeah, it's for.
yeah,
Yeah, it's basically saying, hey,
NDI.
they're recording you, so watch out legally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
So legally, it's Sebastian. Be careful of what your son records because it's your name out there.
you. Thanks.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'll remember that when I use TikTok. I could put that into my TikTok.
So you know, it's funny. I was reading some Quora questions today, and some of them are like, there's YouTubers on there. They're like, hey, my YouTube channel, I put up all these videos and no one watches it.
Uh-huh.
It's like, tell me what's going on. And then people check it out and they give an answer.
You
And
suck.
a lot of them are like, dude, why are your videos so long? A lot of the channels are gamer
Oh, yeah.
channels. So it's like, there's a lot of gamers out there, I guess. So, but
So what is a long video? Like
Well, I don't
starting
know.
from 15 minutes?
nah, I
20?
mean, I think they were saying,
1
I think
hour?
his were 30 minutes and they were saying to chop it down to 10. But then you got people like Joe Rogan or other podcasters that are
Right.
going for hours and hours. So
3 hours.
I think it's more about the content and what you're presenting.
The
and,
quality
like,
of the content is.
I don't know.
It's always
especially-
more about the content,
Especially if
but
they're clicking off in the first minute, which a lot of people probably are right now.
Because we didn't even
Or maybe
get,
they're not. I don't
we didn't
know.
even get to the
And-
drawing yet.
We did not get to the drawing yet.
What's the drawing about today?
I mean, but does Joe Rogan does one episode every day?
No, he does maybe 2 or 3 a
some
week.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also maybe bad. Like, unless it's part of somebody's routine or everyday life,
Right.
people won't watch 1 hour of
Right.
something.
Unless they're
I don't know.
famous, which who knows?
What's
We're probably famous in Albania.
Yeah, I mean,
and only in
maybe.
Albania.
My mom does watch it.
She subscribed. Hey, mom,
1
did you
hour
subscribe to
of
this
every-
video?
Your mother is the only fan.
Yeah,
So-
thanks
yeah.
to Minnie.
I do send it
Minnie
to her
Luke.
now because
Thank you, Minnie Luke.
I think it's Mimi Luke.
wherever you, Mimi.
it's
Mimi.
Mimi.
Luke. Oh, okay, that was
Yeah.
close.
Thanks, Mimi Luke,
Yeah.
our only fan.
What's
Just,
this drawing
y-
about, anyway?
Well, we need an intro. Who wants to bring us in?
You can.
That's
Oh,
what
we're recording
we've
already.
been recording for 3 minutes.
All right, so yeah.
People are just
Well, are we
getting.
gonna sign
I
off
thought it was a
before
dry
People
run.
have been.
before the draw?
This is not a dry run. This is wet. You see
wet
these
run?
liquids?
Okay, we have liquid.
And I was gonna say you should say like thanks to me. Look, when we are recording, and we are recording,
Right.
so damn.
Yeah. So who wants to do
It's
the
all good.
intro?
Okay,
Whenever someone
Just-
does the intro, once they're done, I hit the play button on the drawing. That's the deal.
okay.
So anytime anyone
Okay.
wants to jump in and do the intro, I will hit the play button.
I'm jumping in. Mimi Luke,
Yeah.
thank you. And,
How is that
and all
an
your
introduction?
relatives and everyone in Albania. We
That's not an
appreciate it.
introduction. That's
But
just
this is-
saying thanks.
Aurora on the other end in Paris.
Okay, that's closer.
My son sitting here.
Okay.
You know,
Warmer.
And he's like, the technical guy, and then I'm the artist, Sebastian.
Okay.
So
hit
there
and
you go.
play. Good job, man.
And let's get this over with.
So we're you talking about?
We're talking. We're
you
talking
talking about long
about
videos?
France. We're talking about crime. We're talking about.
Crime. Okay.
Whoa,
No,
whoa, 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 whoa.
Can you back it up?
I can check this out. Not that anyone wants me to, but. Whoa.
Okay, stop.
Oh
Go back a
no!
little. Go back.
Okay, wait. I gotta move people
You have a
now.
button. You have a button there. You know, it's like, oh, whoa.
Crime. I'm just gonna assume that says crime. Crime rates in.
In Paris.
In Paris.
Let's check this out real quick. Crime rates in Paris, France. Level of crime,
Hmm.
moderate. Crime
Oh,
increasing
good.
in the past 3 years, high.
You might get robbed. Okay, good.
Worries, home broken, and things stolen, moderate. Wow, just moderate across the board.
Moderate.
Okay, so it's just like an average.
Can you check Compiègne?
Well, this is actually a frame in the video that my dad made, so I'd have to switch to.
Yeah, you'd have to go.
But we can do that afterwards.
Oh, we can do it in the
we'll
after party.
to.
Can I?
Number
So should I? All right, let's press play. Let's get So, first things first. Day 8.
we got to do the drawing, right?
How does it feel to be under lockdown for the 8th day?
Right.
Is this weird? Is this reminding you of your plight?
Being a lockdown?
Yeah.
No, I just look outside and I'm reminded of it. So it's
Oh,
cool.
okay, just constantly.
You could see the Eiffel Tower from your house.
Also a reminder.
Would you like to?
I can.
Would you also like to say what this video
reminds
is
me of
about?
home.
Because this is about
This
Yeah.
is your
this is
story.
your story.
Yeah, this is your story.
Yes, so it's Friday, in case you haven't noticed, listeners like mom. This is. Oh, I'm glad my mom won't be comprehending this. Because she'd probably
This
get
is a
worried
story
thinking
you
it
don't
will happen
want
to
her
me
to
all
hear.
the
The
time.
characters have been slightly changed. The story has been modified, so slightly. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have my tea. Cheers. I think I'm dying. I mean, I almost. It
Wait
went
till
on the
we're
wrong
done. Okay, wait.
call. So yeah, it is Friday. It is story time, and this story is about burglary.
Burglary, robbery,
Crime. Just say
robbery.
crime.
I like how this
robbery.
French music
Yeah, I'm
is
gonna
all
say
cheerful
something about this.
about your robbery
Yeah.
in Paris.
Which reminds me, I was here listening to a cheerful music when these 4 assholes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
The guys in the
YouTube,
story, not
but
us. She's not
The
referring to
guys
us.
in the stories. Well, you're not 4
Okay.
people,
Yeah, no,
unless you both have like 2 personalities each.
we could morph into other
You'd be surprised.
entities. Yeah.
Like a friend says, like, "Oh, I agree, but my 20 other 3 personalities in my head are having an
Yep.
argument right now."
There you go.
Yeah. So, and these people stopped me.
Yeah.
I actually look like the girl in the picture.
All
I
right,
think
great.
Maybe the same
Okay,
hair
I got it
length,
right. Yeah.
wearing heels.
I got something right.
I had a small bag,
Good job, man.
and
Which
I
I
had a phone on my hand.
psychically knew how to do. I did that just through waves.
Yeah.
Right.
nice. And it was. I just was coming home from a day at a friend's, a party or something. But it was still daylight, so I was just minding my own business. But there was nobody else in the street besides
Just you.
4
Were you
guys,
drunk? Were you
like, standing in
under
a,
the influence?
No, not really.
Okay.
No. But I had lost my I think my headphones, so I was just listening to music out loud, like on my phone.
Okay.
But since there was nobody,
Right.
just. And then I see this group of 4 people just discussing with one another.
Right. Well,
And
what about
At some point, I was like,
what kind of people were they? Explain to our fans, all 32.
well,
of them.
contrary to what this picture suggests, quite young actually, like 14, 15,
Oh,
maybe
well, these
17,
guys
like looked like
Could
teenagers.
be. Yeah, not the beards. Yeah, they probably wouldn't have beards at that point. But you never know. you know.
And didn't have that belly for sure.
And they're not
like
caricatures
well,
of
could-
themselves.
They could have bellies and they could have beards.
Yeah.
My friend in high school kind of had a goatee, and he was like, 18 or
15.
not 15. No.
Nice.
There's always that guy
Yeah,
in
well,
high school.
I think I was like 21 myself, so I thought they were younger than
Okay.
me, but also
Did
taller.
you wear these kinds
which
of
is even
heels?
hard.
You always wear 6-inch pumps.
Never. I think I might have had one.
I don't understand how she's
One
walking
time
in
and
them, but that's another problem.
Yeah.
Because you're a man.
It's like it barely like goes in. But I remember. Yeah, no, I don't think I was wearing heels. But I was wearing a short. like
yeah,
normal
or
size,
like revealing
dress.
kind of thing. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I could
Not
imagine.
revealing, but I remember I was wearing a dress because then in the other part of the story I ran with a dress,
Yeah,
so I was conscious.
I'm only
that it was a
drawing
dress.
what I hope women would wear.
Yeah. And one of these guys just asked me for what time is it. So I turn around and I say, "What did you say?" So and then he grabs my phone.
Wow.
I was like, "What did just
Whoa.
happen?" Like,
He
am I
wanted to know
being
the
mugged
time.
in the
So he
street?
grabbed your phone. Okay, it was direct.
And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like turned on one guy, and then the other one just
Yeah.
grabbed my bag
Wow.
that I was
You
holding.
know,
And then
That's
very
bad.
stupidly, like they started like pulling their things, like, you know, this is a robbery. And I was like, I just saw your face, like you asked me for that time, like
they covered their faces after they showed you their faces. Like, yeah,
yeah,
this is in a bright group.
like completely. I was like, are you
Not
cold?
professional
Like,
thieves.
It's July.
Not professionals. Yeah.
No, I think that I was alone walking. There was nobody
Right.
there, so I was like, oh, perfect time for a robbery, or like we have nothing better to do. And then, yeah, one of them had like a gun, not a gun. He pretended he was a gun because he made like, you know, this motion when you are you have a shirt and then you like point.
He put his
something
finger
like
in
that.
under his shirt and just pointed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
because
Yeah,
I
Pepper.
was holding the bag. I was like,
I would believe that. You know.
I mean, yeah, you grabbed my phone, but my bag is my bag. Like, what do you want? And he was like, drop the bag. I was like, nah.
bag. I'm gonna hit
And
you
he
with the
said,
bag.
I have a gun.
So
was
do
like,
I.
Oh, in that case,
Yeah.
Can I
like, do you know I'm
can I
Albanian?
ask a
Oh.
question? Can I
Whoa.
interrupt?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you're
Yeah.
coming back from a party.
Mm.
Everything's going good. You
Yeah.
see 4 guys
Yeah.
outside your apartment.
No, it is on
Okay,
the
on the
street,
street,
where I was
wherever.
going to
And you
my
walk
apartment.
past
Yeah.
them, and one asks what the time
Yeah.
is,
Mm.
Yeah.
and then snatches your phone from you. How
Yeah.
long between when he asked and when he snatched it out of your hand?
I think it was almost immediate because
Okay.
I wasn't hearing what he said,
Oh.
so I turned around and he said, "What is your time?" So I'm looking at him, and then he or maybe a friend snatched the
Okay.
phone because there were.
I just wonder
Mm.
why even ask the question, because I imagine it gives you a second
So
to.
they wanted me to turn
Distracted
around, or
you, yeah,
yeah,
okay.
because I was
Alright. Sorry, go-
walking
Go
past
ahead.
them.
I was just curious about that.
It was only also in the middle, so at some point I thought like, should I just cross the street? And I was like, well,
Right.
I'm more emancipated than that. Just because there are 4 people, I should just be able to
Right.
go in the middle and just keep my, like, why should I change lanes?
Mm. You were thinking that
To
it,
go
yeah,
home,
you were
right?
thinking it was dangerous.
I remember thinking that, so I just well, 4 guys, a girl. Being a girl, you always
Right.
avoid groups of people, like
Right.
no matter
If
the
you're
situation.
alone,
But I also
especially
remember
if
they
you're
look
alone,
young,
yeah.
so yeah. But even if you're with people, like with another girl, you'd avoid that.
Mhm.
All girls that are hearing
Right.
know
So
this.
then you do this.
like-
Is this drawing accurate, where you show the gun thing and then they run away, or no? That's them.
No,
that,
I didn't have
that's
a gun.
them that does it, or what?
Yeah.
No, yeah, one of them do it,
okay.
and then I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I should give him my bag because I mean, it's not worth dying for. I have like 3 euros in my
Yeah.
bag,
Mm.
like nothing really
Right,
important. So for a second, I let the bag go, and then this guy so grabs it and starts running. So I'm like alone in the middle of the street. I'm like, no phone, no bag.
Okay.
My roommate had left, so no people at home. I was like, wait a minute, I'm dumb. Because if this guy had a gun, I would have seen his gun. And also,
Right.
I have no keys and I cannot go back home. And I remembered
yeah.
my friend who lost the keys and how hard it was for her. So I was like, fuck these people. I'm just gonna go after
just
them.
kids.
And
They're
get
not
my
even
things
people.
back.
So you
Just a
run after them.
Couple of few kids. Yeah.
I ran after
Okay.
them, and because that's why I remember I was wearing a dress, because the dress didn't stop me. I ran really fast, and I managed to catch the guy that held my bag, and he looked at me surprised, he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting back what is mine," and we fought for a bit. He didn't expect resistance or being followed
Right.
after. I was like, just give him my bag, and he was like, no. And then I grabbed he grabbed a big bag of leaves and throw it at me, and I just
What?
Whoa.
and played my Chuck
Leaves.
Norris.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Like action adventure there. Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, get my bag. I was really pissed at that
Damn.
point. And I guess
Wow.
many people don't really know how they would react in any given situation
Right.
unless it
But
happens.
in the drawing, they're
So
like, oh,
basically,
here's your bag. You know, they got their hands up there between.
Well,
between
I
their
did get
legs
my
there, and
bag
then-
back because they got tired of following me and they told me just please leave us alone.
Oh, okay.
Like you fucking
You're gonna punch them out.
stole from me. So
Wow, it went from
Little
them.
shits.
yeah,
It went from them like
Yeah.
pretending they had you at gunpoint to please just leave us alone.
Yeah, and I put that in the.
yeah. He
I
actually
put
said
that in the
please
text
leave us alone.
In the drawing, they're saying, "No, leave us
Yeah.
alone, lady. Please don't hurt us." You know, it's like.
Yeah.
So was it mainly the realization that you didn't have your keys? Was that the main motivator?
I think I was just pissed because I was like just minding my own business. I didn't ask for it. I was walking home.
Yeah.
And then who are you guys to just stop me from my routine, from me going
How
home? And
dare
it
you.
was just
Yeah.
yeah. And I had a flashback, like thinking I cannot go home, so I'm gonna have so many problems. Just
Yeah.
I want my keys
Right.
back. So I went there. One of them put my wallet under the hat. I was like, "Come on, like I can see my wallet." And then he was saying, "I don't have anything."
You're ready
Like,
to punch them.
Okay,
Interesting.
just give me my keys and my bag, and he gave it to me.
call
I
it a
was
day.
like, "Well, thank you."
Well, once
Yeah.
they knew you were from Albania, they probably kind of,
They
tightened up a little.
they never really knew, but I'm gonna tell you what happened after. Well, I didn't get my phone because there were 4, so I had to pick one, which one to choose, and I chose the one with my keys because I wanted to get
It was
back
like
home.
a game show.
Whoa.
Pick
Yeah.
the right robber.
Door number
I
one.
know. Yeah, and my phone was crappy anyway.
Oh, okay.
I did remember getting sad about some messages that I lost, and I was like, oh,
Some
Yeah,
messages?
no
too,
loss. No
too
big loss.
sentimental.
What kind of messages?
Yeah, you know, when you save.
Oh, like sentimental.
Do you want to know?
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Why
You can
not?
always retrieve them somehow.
Just curious, like
I
how
don't-
valuable these
I-
messages must have been.
I don't remember, but I remember something like there were messages from an ex-boyfriend,
Aw.
and and that I had saved that were sentimental at the time. And I remember when I lost my phone that I was like, maybe he's not the guy for me.
There you go.
Oh,
There's
Because
a-
I lost
there's
the
a
messages,
message.
right?
Find a
could derive,
post hoc justification.
Fine. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank So
Yeah,
I think the drawing was pretty correct, except for their clothes.
except for the
We were
caricature.
completely off.
Very
Yeah. Completely off
right.
country, period,
right.
age,
Stereotype.
but really
Yeah.
funny to draw. Yeah.
Sorry to the Arab world because I stereotyped you, but yeah. Just
Yeah.
a few
I don't think you're really sorry.
punks robbing you. Yeah, I could have went easy on the stereotype.
Goddamn punks.
And notice the black fellows
Oh,
were
whoops.
still white.
My bad.
I didn't like
People.
color them in. So.
Oh yeah. You asked the question, so there were like 2 blacks and 2 Arabs.
But they're all
That
white on
explains
paper.
the
On
drawing.
paper, everyone's white.
Goddamn racist.
Yeah.
So I looked up
It's
some
okay.
things while.
Yeah, probably not, because then I thought I was stupid, but I did get back what I wanted,
good,
and so I got home. I canceled on my credit card, so I
Right,
didn't lose
exactly,
anything really.
exactly.
And I tracked my phone, so I found the address of where the robbers
Wow,
were.
the
So I went to the
GPS.
police and give them the address.
Wow.
Yeah, like I did the work for the police, and they was like,
Whoa.
"Nah, we know who they are. Just
Did they ever recover?
Go
Did they
home."
ever recover anything? Or?
I no." But one of the kind of funny part is that I met a guy, and he worked with
Oh,
them,
really?
but he also liked me.
Okay.
So
Wait,
he was
what?
like,
Oh,
because of
okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, he was one of those
Huh.
guys that.
That is pretty
Yeah,
weird.
I remember. Oh, I know he liked me because he knocked on my door and gave me flowers one day.
Wow.
And then the next day, I see him after the robbery, and he was like, "Oh, are the guys next door? Because I can get you your stuff back, but if you have money, just
Damn
forget
right.
about
Wait,
it."
did I miss something? Because I was kind of looking stuff up. Is that one of the 4
Do you have any
guys?
questions? No, but
Okay.
it was a network.
Okay.
So it
They
was
know
another
each other.
guy,
Uh-huh.
but the new, yeah.
And
yeah.
this all happened in Compiègne? Did I say that right?
Compiègne. Yeah, exactly.
I gotta
That's
make
why.
it sound wrong.
Probably around 2010.
2010. Well,
Yeah.
hey, I looked up
That was a
the
good year.
crime thing.
Okay.
There are no data for Compiègne.
There is no data.
100%.
Right. Your story's the only one recorded.
So sorry about that.
Oh, no.
What?
I was the easiest case.
Yeah.
Or you could have got your stuff back. You could have got this guy, but then
Well,
you would have
that's
owed
the thing.
him.
I had a really small bag. I didn't have any stuff. I only had my wallet and my keys and
Well,
my phone.
the thing is, all they
So
saw.
I did get my stuff
I
back.
guess all they saw was a purse, though.
Okay.
Right.
In your wallet, your
Yeah,
wallet, you got
yeah.
your wallet back. No.
No, but I had €3 and
Right, and you canceled
2
the
credit
cards.
cards
Okay.
that I canceled.
right. So
Yeah,
no-
and my student card and
Mm.
stuff that didn't cost me anything to do them.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? I'm reading
Yeah.
this webpage about things burglars like to steal. Cash.
Average burglar
Okay.
takes
Small
Uh,
electronics. Okay.
yeah.
Guns.
Jewelry, right.
They're easy to sell. Usually bring a
Yeah.
good price. Jewelry. Personal identification. That
Mm.
seems like a good one.
Right.
But this one was what was funny.
Ah.
Liquor?
Liquor.
Like,
Desperate.
what?
So I have a second story about Karina's burglar, in the house.
Maybe
Your
we should save
sister.
that for
Is that your sister?
another day,
Karina's
though.
your sister. Your
That's,
friend.
yeah, sure. It's my friend. Yeah. Okay. Because I can say what I actually saw in the house because it was me who who went there.
Okay.
And there are a lot of burglars for Christmas because usually people are
Oh,
not
they
home.
need gifts.
So
They need gifts for
they-
their relatives. Yeah. So, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And the funny part is that they didn't steal. They stole the things that you said, basically just very expensive
Right,
jewelry, but nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
No guns or.
How likely will a mugger pursue
How-
you if you try to run away? If they have a gun, will they shoot you?
Ah.
They say running away is the best, but what if you can't run or aren't very fast?
Sorry, running towards them or running on the other direction? Guess away means on the
Frank
other side.
Silberman says, how likely will a mugger pursue you if you try to run away? The only muggers who would pursue you are those relying on a contact weapon rather than a projectile weapon. If they have a gun, will they shoot you? The only 2 people I personally knew who were later murdered were 2 people who, in separate incidents, tried to run away from a gun-wielding robber. Okay. Well,
Okay.
but you ran
So
after
don't
them.
run away, but you can run.
If you run
Yeah,
towards
I ran
them,
after
that's
them.
okay, apparently.
Yeah.
Feeling insulted and disrespected. Yeah. I guess it depends, how kind of crazy they are, right?
I think I was fueled by anger so much that I
didn't
would
care.
look crazier than
Right.
them.
Like, oh,
Well, you know, Albania
Yeah.
is not. You had that look probably.
I mean, I was raised amongst guns and people that were crazy and wild all
There
the
you
time.
go.
Those 4 kids,
Right.
they were nothing to
Right.
me.
So your family was gang related, or just mafia?
No, it was just wartime. So No, my family was- yeah,
You might want to try this, Aurora.
no, never had any guns.
A person stops you at
And
gunpoint,
demands
you hand over your wallet. How would you get the mugger to walk away using only the power of words?
Kick him in the. No, I was gonna say
I
kick him in
didn't
the
know
balls. but
hypnosis
Kick
by
him in the
then.
ball. Yeah, do some
Or-
hypnosis on him.
Any Wing Chun.
You could
or-
threaten. You could threaten. I'm gonna kick you in your
Jiu-jitsu.
balls, and that just the thought of that would probably make him run away.
This guy, James Roston,
Ah.
says, I've had 2 separate instances where somewhat crazed individuals pointed loaded guns at me and demanded that I do something I did not want to do. In neither case did I comply. This question is not hypothetical to me. If someone is pointing a gun at you, you are in serious peril. They already have a finger on a trigger. You have to be asking yourself what could motivate this person to take the extremely short next step to firing a weapon. Whoa, this is a story.
I say.
Okay.
In both cases, I made the statement to the effect of, what are you going to do, shoot me? The entire complex will hear the sound and someone will look through the peephole to see what's going on, not the pee hole. How are you planning to make your getaway? Is life without parole in prison really your goal?
Wow.
If so, this is the right method. You're going to jail, dude.
You're thinking the robber actually has thoughts,
That's-
like sophisticated thoughts.
You should
like
have seen their faces,
future
even
and-
though I was not threatening them with an imminent attack of any kind, nor offering any resistance beyond my quiet yet stubborn non-compliance. Both of them turned rather ashen as they looked down a barrel of a gun that most certainly destroyed both of us at once. Both of them left, and I did not comply with either of their wishes in any way, shape, or form. Okay, well, this guy's got some balls. James Roston. I wonder where he lives. Maybe he lives in Compiègne.
Compiègne.
Or there was no crime report there. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well,
Because they killed Adolf
That was a
Brown.
good story. I mean, a
So-
real life story. A real
Real
story.
life
you know,
story.
not just something I made up out of
Yeah.
whippies and jammy crack and stuff.
so if you
Yeah.
live in Compiègne, watch out for
They
people
ran away.
Subscribe.
if someone asks you the time, just run in the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
Oh,
You know-
I should publish this video in the UTC.
Yeah,
group.
and this
Like,
is
Yeah, there you
a
go.
therapy.
School, Compiègne
Art
group.
is a therapy. You know, just
Yeah.
remember that. I can overcome their
And since then, I started
animosities.
drawing faces. Arab.
Yeah. So if anyone watching,
names.
if you have a
Criminal
story
background.
and you want to talk about it, and you can't afford a
A
psychologist,
therapist, yeah.
So, yeah.
send us your story.
Like our friend Kevin. If
Yeah.
you're not in Hilo, you come to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he knows the guys in prison are the same.
Kevin's
probably.
probably playing our videos
10
to
years
his
later.
prison patients. Yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
helping
See
them
what
recuperate
happens?
from.
Mm.
A girl that is 1 foot, I don't know, like 5'2"
5'2".
is gonna run after you, or 3. I
But
don't
you're
know. I
shorter.
don't
That
know
gives you an
conversion.
advantage. You could really kick him in the balls hard because you're at the right
I
center
can
of gravity.
really-
The right, you know, you could hit him.
And I can run pretty fast if I
Yeah,
want
there
to,
you go.
like fueled by anger.
I've run from many people
I-
back in New Jersey where I grew up. When I was
I've never
when
run
I was growing
from
up-
people, just
oh
to
no,
words.
I haven't run.
I like
a lot.
how
I did a lot of-
certain
I was a
Yeah.
good runner when I was younger.
So
how certain places on the planet we totally shit on, and other places we uplift.
Like New Jersey or Paris.
Yeah.
New Jersey, France,
France.
particularly, and Belgium. Belgium,
how
Not,
was
necess-
it?
and
Your
not
stock is
Albania,
going
where
up.
all our subscribers are.
Albania. You're doing
Yeah,
great.
yeah. None of it.
Stock is going up. Yeah.
So how was growing up in New Jersey? Like
Probably
who
like
did you run
Albania.
from?
Probably very
Burglars?
similar to Albania. Yeah, from
You ever?
Yeah.
from dark-skinned people mostly. No, all of them were dark-skinned. Not to say I don't like dark-skinned people.
So you just saw one dark skin and started running like for
I
no
was a good
reason at
runner
all,
when
just
I was
because
younger.
it
I was on a track, the high school
answer
cross
the
country
question.
team. I was a good runner. I made a varsity team in freshman year.
You
so
lived
I was
in New Jersey.
So you were practicing with dark
right. I was
skinned
practicing my running.
for
Yeah.
your.
I was getting better at running because of where I lived and how I had to survive. Yeah. Thank you, everyone that chased me.
Yeah. So, you ever think about doing one of your own stories in your drawings, or is that just
I
too?
could do one. Yeah, I could do many stories actually.
Where did you live in New Jersey?
Northern New Jersey, Paterson,
Yeah, can you compare it to Paris?
the
in
crime capital
rate?
of New Jersey. Well, one of the crime
Paris.
capitals of. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know. It's kind of cleaned up. Recently, there's a new mayor there, and he's actually done a lot for Paterson.
Whoa, we're on the decline, man.
Is
Yeah, no, I
there-
think it's actually improving.
Is it because everybody's locked down?
Not
Possibly.
according to this, but we only have data up to 2018, so who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but Paterson is firmly above the New Jersey average as well as the U.S. average.
Okay, that's what I mean. It's like one of the capitals of
But New
crime.
Jersey is below the U.S.
Oh, really?
So good job, New Jersey.
Yeah.
We don't have, but we don't. I was hoping to
Paterson.
get back when you were living there, but I'm not seeing that on this site.
Did you live there, Alex?
I don't know. I guess I was a baby.
Yes,
New
you
Jersey,
were
I
a
think so.
child. Yeah.
I was a child.
A crying baby.
Yeah.
no,
I was,
no.
Paterson?
I was out there on the block
Al wasn't
asking people what the time was.
Al wasn't a crier. He was
Doer.
yeah, he was chubby and like he could hold his own, you know.
Yeah, I held my own against that boiling water just fine. Showed it who's boss.
To the water.
But yeah, good job, New Jersey. You're declining. So what's funny is that we still haven't developed any kind of an outro.
Yeah,
So-
you just turn the
Is it
turn
time?
the software off, and then we're left in the lurch, kind of like we're still
So-
talking to each other.
Is that what you want? I could do that.
Is that a threat?
Well, I think maybe what we should do is like one person be like, well,
1, 2, 3, turn it
Says
off.
the word.
like whoever wants to end it or feels like it should end.
Whoever did the intro does the outro. Okay,
But then that doesn't really work because sometimes I gotta leave or someone else has to leave.
right, and you just okay.
So
What makes you think we wouldn't continue talking after you left?
okay, I could just leave.
No,
You guys could-
no, I didn't mean that.
oh, really? Sounded like.
Well, we're wrapping up on the crime story, and that was a good story.
Okay.
All right, peace.